Apparently Hasbro made a Heroquest card game, so I'll be explaining some details about that now. Just like the main Heroquest game, Hasbro went with minimal advertising for this, or none rather. So far, as of January 19th, not even the Heroquest Twitter account has acknowledged that this is a real product. I only found out about this from somebody on the Heroquest subreddit, then looked at some board game websites to double check that this was in fact real. This set is listed on the UK version of Amazon, so far it's not on the Canadian version. You can see the listing is for Heroquest the Card Game for 14 and up, fantasy adventure card game for 2 to 4 players. And this is actually the official Hasbro, I believe. Yep, because it has all their products, as you can see. It says temporarily out of stock because the game isn't in stock as of yet. Heroquest the Card Game. Players try to make it out of the dungeon together in this card game based on the fantasy adventure board game. Defeat Zargon. The goal is to defeat Zargon by depleting the dungeon deck to expose the dungeon exit before any one hero sustains 4 wounds, including permanent wounds and wound cards. Choose a hero. Each player chooses a hero to play as and takes the corresponding hero champion tile. The tiles are double-sided and players can decide on which they prefer. Action phase. After playing a card, the action phase begins. Choose one of 3 possible actions. Attack a threat on the dungeon floor, attempt to heal a wound, or search for treasure. Dungeon crawl experience. Don't have a lot of time? The Heroquest card game is quick to play and makes a compact dungeon crawl experience, even though the original Heroquest game was already D&D compacted into a board game. Let's take a look at these pictures. Right here we have the cover of the game like in the Reddit post. Very nice with the new box art. Zargon lingering above them. Next we have what's on the thumbnail here. We have 4 cards, we have the dice, which are stickered, but I'll get to that later. Right beside the box there. A view of an individual card showing the orc symbol. And a skull. Whatever this card is, but it looks like it has the Dread Warrior symbol and one of the new iron doors on it. And Heroic Brew. Well, it uses the same art as the Heroquest board game cards. It seems like they're different, because by looking at the old Heroic Brew card, it seems like it has a lot more text than this one. Here's the product description. You and your fellow heroes are surrounded by Zargon's most deadly threats. To survive, you must battle the undead, the Dread Warriors, the orcs, and other evil forces. Work together to assess the threats and fight back before the dungeon closes in around you. Can you get to the dungeon exit before you all perish? If 4 wounds are accumulated, the game is over and Zargon and his hordes of monsters win. The Heroquest card game is for 2 to 4 players ages 14 and up. Surprisingly, there is one review for the game, set on January 15th, which is apparently when the game launched. So let's take a look at this. What's in the box? Answer, not a lot. Very disappointing. There's a folded A4 full color sheet of rules, all rules printed on a single side. Folded A4 sheet of thick cardstock with 4 double-sided character cards, a double-sided door, and 18 markers. 9 plastic dice that you have to put the stickers on. 60 dungeon cards. 4 turn order cards. A 9 by 6 inch cardboard box with lots of empty space for everything to rattle around in. The game is okay, but not spectacular. 3 stars, but loses a star for the unnecessarily large box, suggesting it might be packed to the box top with goodies. It wasn't. And the dice you have to make up yourself. In my experience from another game company, these stickers don't stay stuck. And here's some of their pictures. These appear to be the stickers. Here's your character cards, tokens, you have probably the exit door, I imagine. Turn order, your blank dice. I think the big box size is actually just due to the size of the paper, because the stickers aren't applied to the dice, and so the box has to be large enough to fit in the flat paper things. With this game, it seems to me like Hasbro is now trying to hook the Magic the Gathering players, or at the very least, people who enjoy card games into the Heroquest brand. Their hope is likely that those people will enjoy the game and then buy the Heroquest board game once the retail release comes out, since it will be a game set in the same universe as the card game that they enjoyed. Or I could see the hooking going the other way, where Hasbro is attempting to lead Heroquest players to MTG in a similar way that the new Heroquest set has some D&D-esque characters to lead new and old players towards D&D once they are bored of Heroquest. The dice are more plain and are stickered, but that makes them perfect to be used in a dice game that I invented with a friend. Because it's stickers, the symbols will never wear off like they were known to do with the old wooden dice. Though then again, they could peel off, so they might last even less long than those. But at that point, because it's just stickers, I think you could use clear tape if you wanted. Now that we've checked the Amazon listing, let's see if either BoardGameGeek or this other board game website have anything else different to say. So far, these images are exactly the same. Probably the images that the PR team provided. Oh, and there's some reviews here that I'll be getting to. I'll first check this other website. This website has a little bit more information. January 15th, 2021. In a strange but wonderful piece of news, Heroquest The Card Game is real and has a Q1 2021 release. Even though Hasbro has released no information or no indication that this is coming, it appears to be. Recently, BGG and Amazon pages just showed up for the title with some details but no other word. It appears to be releasing sometime in the first quarter of 2021, though no official announcement has gone out. And the rest of this information is the same as what we saw on Amazon. Now let's get to some reviews, and I also have a video review to show you as well. So Gene Deacons has this to say. First playthrough thoughts. Damn, those cards smell. Components. The cards are quite flimsy and whiffy. The tokens are cheap layered card, you have to sticker the dice. The artwork is nice though. Gameplay. I played two-handed solo, which worked out quite well. The pictures show my hands on the table below my character cards. I played with the wizard, who was pretty good, and the barbarian, who couldn't heal a wound if her life depended on it and clearly couldn't swing a sword very well either. You can flip the character cards to play either male or female. Your choice has no impact on the gameplay. It's easy. Play a card from your hands of 2, bit of dungeon with threats, a wound card or something to help you, take an action by rolling the dice, attack a threat, heal a wound or search for treasure, then draw back up to 2. You play dungeon cards in a central area and wound or help cards to a character. Get through the deck to a door, you win. Any player gets 4 wounds before this, you lose. Simple, but I quickly found myself enjoying it. There's not much in the way of choice on your turn, but it does affect how you play going forward. You'll only ever need 3 dice, so I don't know why you get so many. Some people don't like to share, I guess? This is a good little filler and one for me to keep. It works well solo. You don't need much space for it. The component quality is a bit meh. All in all, it's a simple little dungeon roller. Here's what appears to be one of the main reviews on YouTube currently, by Homebase Games.
You get items and do things along the way, fight monsters, that whole thing. This was the most disappointing part of the game when I saw these.
Yeah, for sure.
So the biggest reason I bought this game, when I first saw it on the Amazon site, said it came with 9 HeroQuest dice.
Right.
And if you're a fan of HeroQuest, you will know
Dice are like crack.
that you don't have enough HeroQuest dice ever.
Yeah.
And you have to own multiple things. Sadly,
That's really sad.
we went back in time and we got 9 giant dice, which are much bigger than the original HeroQuest wooden dice. These are plastic dice that are blank and they come with stickers. Pretty rough.
That's really disappointing.
This is the worst thing so far about this product.
Yeah.
Just because it's like, I got this. This made sense back in 1990 or even 1980 when they were doing things like it was kind of an acceptable thing. But I feel like game production has come a long way. These are comparable to the hard cardboard you'd find in the original HeroQuest game. So for the starting hero. So we'll punch these out and we'll play with these.
Then there's a set of cards here.
My personal thoughts on this game are that it's a little bit weird how Hasbro hasn't done all that much advertising for it. It's not personally my cup of tea, but maybe it'll be some of yours. I'm just going to play the base HeroQuest game, and I think many other people are. They're going to avoid this cash grabby type thing, but it might be something that interests you anyways, and once it becomes fully available, you can get it if you want or not. Doesn't really matter to me, I'm not Hasbro. Thank you everyone so much for watching this video. If you liked it, please do give me a like and a sub, because that really helps me out, and I'll see you all in my next video. Goodbye!